Hey, welcome back to the Worm. It's finally double blowtorch tiny blower day, so that's good. This is the last of our cool days, and then it's gonna start getting hot again, and I need to get rid of, look at that pile. That's all the garbage that we cleared out over there when we dug the trench for the underground AC. Oh yeah, there's more piles everywhere. That lower vent box thing where I keep my water jugs, where the underground PVC pipe comes through the wall, I think I figured I want to cut a slot in there so I can drop my Ryobi fan in, maybe even upside down. I think in order to get that draw too, more I think about it, I think the cabin's gonna have to be fairly hot, you know, to get the heat to rise up through the attic and all that. Anyway, we'll get to that. Lots of other fun stuff we got to do. I think I'm gonna light this thing up and then use the excavator to put more brush in so I don't have to do it by hand. Whoa, it's gonna be a swirly one today. You never help me do any of the work. Oh yeah, the other, well, kind of the biggest project we got to do, hopefully today, is we got all this leftover bubble foil. I'd like to wrap this whole thing, keep the cold in, bounce the sun off of it. The only thing I'm wondering about is how long this will last in the sunlight, in the UVs. Of course, if I had a sewing machine here and some extra material, we could make like a Velcro wrap, and that would kind of make the most sense. Otherwise, some kind of cedar wall that just does that. Not sure we'd want to box it in, because any heat that did get in there would stay in there. Wow, I recommend you don't ever have a campfire without a mini digger. Saves a lot of time. Okay, we're gonna let that pipe dry out for, I don't know, till this afternoon before we wrap it up. So let's see what we can do about installing a fan. Listen, I think I'm gonna be straight with you. There's something I need to tell you. I have something that's known as rock out syndrome. It's nasty, nasty. It eats up hours and days of your life and uses tons of gasoline. I mean, the upside is that it makes it so you can just walk almost without looking at your feet. I can't help it these days. No matter what I do with that machine, if I'm driving by and there's a rock that makes the thing move around, I have to dig it out. See, there goes 30-40 minutes right there. Look at all those suckers I was having to drive over. And the problem is it just wastes your days. Okay, what are we gonna do first? Did we already go through this? I think we did. Oh! I have this fear. You know where this thing brings the air in down the hill? That box we built, underneath we had to cut that hole and we put a couple layers of screen in there. That way the condensation runs down the pipe and can drip out the bottom of that box. My fear is a mouse is gonna get under there, eat through that screen and go living in the box or somewhere in that pipe, which goes directly into the cabin. But I just found this stuff in the lean-to. Don't know what we used. Oh, that's what I made the drying racks in the cabin and the man cave out of. I think all we need is like a piece or two of this, maybe 2 layers, just shifted a little bit so the hole's a little bit smaller, because I bet you a mouse could get his stupid head through that. We could put that underneath the box. The problem is we can't get the box apart now. Okay, you're right. Don't worry about it right now. Maybe we'll get to that at the end. I just live a life of sidetrackedness. Basically all I've done for all these years is just be sidetracked. This is the first day, and as long as I can remember that Kuiper hasn't tried to push his way in here when I come in. Yeah, 65 in here, 63 outside. Oh, there he is. Well, that's bound to happen eventually. And can't be alone. What do you mean I'm not supposed to be sharpening knives right now? Oh, I'm not making this up. I just keep thinking of other things. And I set it here so I wouldn't forget. God, this is what you do. If you YouTube for your life, look at, those are all, this is maybe 2/3 of them. These are all 5 terabyte drives. Nobody needs that much video of themselves. It's ridiculous. I put these here so I wouldn't forget. We got the little kit to run the wire, the Starlink wires through the wall. We gotta figure out where to do that, because we've still got the wire just running through the window, which is really ghetto. And then also, so we don't have to keep running the Starlink off the inverter on the jackery, got a cigarette lighter style jack, and oh, it's USB-C. Maybe all I need is the USB-C cord. Oh yeah, that's the issue. I don't think the USB-C on these older jackeries puts out enough power. Well, we should try it anyway. That'd be the best way to do it. And then we don't have to do this. Eventually, we're gonna do a custom fan for this, but I don't have that right now. What if we just made it so you drop it in the top? Oh, I was feeling this yesterday, see if any cold air was coming through here. It wasn't. It's because the register's closed. But it was also cold yesterday, so it probably wouldn't have worked. God, I love that echo. Just need to measure the distance between there and the back of the register and see if there's space. Otherwise, we could take the box off and make it stick out another inch or something. Oh, wow. There's very cold air coming through there. I wonder if some of that was leaking through yesterday, because it was freaking cold in here all day. It never warmed up. Did I build something that works? Look at that. That's fantastic. Yeah, even there, it's like high 50s. Yes, it's only like 5 degrees cooler than the outside air. But the whole idea is not that it keeps the air 5 degrees cooler than the outside. It's that temperature stays the same almost no matter what the outside air temp is. Of course, if you're pulling 90-degree air in there, it might not cool it quite as much, but I bet it stays that same temperature. This is very exciting. Don't worry, I got the clamp this time. We're safe. My calculations say we need to add on 1 inch. Perfect. Scraps. I was going to use that. Do you want it? Do you need it? You can have it. I got more. You know, that's the dustiest place you could lie. Are you laying or lying? What's that? Oh, yes, definitely, you're right. The clamp is going to be in the way. Is there any chance that could actually work? Not quite centered. Or... Ah, you can burn a lot of stuff with the mini digger. Are you done with the out of doors, buddy? It's not freezing cold like air conditioning cold, but it's definitely cooler than in here, and it's still under 70 in here. We are happy today. You were supposed to remind me to caulk all this in right here, and you didn't, and I should have done a much better job propping this pipe up before I poured all that dirt on it. I bet you it's gonna warp this whole chunk of a wall here. You can already see there's a big gap there, and that takes a lot of force. I bet you before I filled the trench in, I could have sat right here, and it wouldn't have pulled it out that far from the wall. That is a ton of force. Oh well, nothing we can do now. That's not completely true. Ah, but there's a freaking propane pipe in the way. Oh wow, yeah. It's definitely pushing it in hard. So there's a big gap there, and look how much this board is pushed in compared to that one. Might have to do a little bit of chiseling on this pipe to relieve some of that pressure. So I either remove all the propane cans and unscrew this propane pipe so I can get behind it and trim some of that coupling off, or I dig the whole pipe up right here. So we did one elbow, two elbows, and then went all the way down to the bottom, and then the third elbow. And I think where it went to that third elbow, it was sitting on the ground. So I gotta think all the weight is just right here down to the corner. I think it makes the most sense to dig it up. The ground's still soft, it's wet. The digger's already warmed up. Yeah. All right, I guess we're digging. It's so easy to dig when somebody's already taken all the rocks out. I think I'm going to start a business digging small holes in the ground very fast. That is ridiculous. Really, is that what it's like most places? I did accidentally hit the pipe a little bit. I was trying to be real ginger. I don't think I broke anything. You can tell it's been raining because it's already filling the bottom of the hole in with water. I'm going in. Oh yeah, I forget you don't get cell service down there. Leave my podcaster on the outside. Oh, that's deep. Holy cow. That is quicksand. Oh. How about I dig, since you don't have thumbs, but you drive the machine. You just put your paws on top of the sticks. I'll scoop it down here, you scoop it out. Oh, man. Okay, I thought it was funny, but now I think it might be a problem. Oh, you know what it is? It's because it's not packed. There's so much air in it. And then you add the water in. Oh my gosh. I don't know how to get out of here with my boot. I'll break the suction, break the suction. Oh my god. Oh, what slop. That's the corner. Nice. All the problems I've been having so far is because I was wearing the wrong hat. I'm thinking we got to get down to the hard dirt that I didn't dig out yet, and then just maybe jack this thing up and fill it with rocks or something. There it is. Wonder if we have any gold in Michigan. Probably find like a, you know, something like that. Really changed my life. I could get a, I can't think of anything. Don't worry, I got the right hat on this morning. We have a little bit of a problem. Oh, but on the upside, it appears that no matter what the temperature is outside, the air coming out of that thing with the fan on is always 60 degrees. When it was in the 50s, the air blowing out of there, 60. When it was in the low 70s, 60. Now they're saying, I think 76 today or something, which is glorious, but it feels too hot out here already. So here's our problem. I don't think I can get back in the hole no more. She's underwater. I don't know, maybe I could stand on the pipe. You know what we need? Oh yeah, that moved it. Oh yeah. That is going to do well, I think. If anybody wants to go grab me a few more small rocks, there's a hole right here I could put them in. I think I've been in and out of here enough times. I think that's all that's going to happen. Oh man, filled up my boot. Okay, we're done. Let's see if it moves. Nope. Cool. And I can see at the wall, it's not smashed into the bottom anymore. Look at that line where the wood had folded in. Now it's out flush again. My shoes. Got sidetracked. I kept driving over this rock, and it's way too big to get out of the hole, so I think I just got a brilliant idea. Just pick a random spot out here and dig a giant hole, fill it with all these rocks, smooth it over, and then I've got a whole bunch of dirt. I think I'm going to do that. Once this all sinks in, needs to be refilled, we're going to make ourselves a gravel pit. Must be a very special temperature out here right now. We had another fly hatch. They're making Kuiper and I crazy. Look at them. It's a good time to do a little hunting. I don't know if there's enough salt in the world to get all these, but we could try. Jeez, this thing leaves a little bloody streak when you hit them. Man, they sure like that shovel handle. Kuiper keeps coming out for exactly 4 seconds. And the flies do this and he takes off running. I should have caulked this yesterday. Yeah, let's caulk it and then finish whatever else we were doing, and we'll come back and put this on quick. It's like, has to get up to a certain temperature for them to hatch. And then it takes a little bit higher temperature to get them to really fly around, and then an even higher temperature and they start biting. So they're just starting to bite now. This is cool. This board completely popped back out. I think we done good work, folks. That's Kuiper's nighttime fan that I got inside this thing, inside the vent. We open the door up at night, put that fan right in it facing at him, and he sleeps right in front of the door. Unfortunately, a lot of times when it rains in that door, and all that rainwater gets sucked through the fan. And I can hear it's got like a growl to it. I think it's gonna die soon. Hopefully I can get a new one. Well, I'll have to get one for this and one for him, I guess. Jeez, look at them all. Start this up in the 110 and then start it up in the cigarette lighter and then start it up straight in the USB-C. I don't know if we're going to see any difference in power draw, but I am curious. 3 watts for a while, 14 for a while, 15 for a while. You can look at the app for the Starlink and it tells you what the power draw is, but I find it to be not very accurate. Like it'll say you're averaging 20 watts or something, and looking at that it's always on 40. Searching for satellites. We might need to move this back out there. I hate programs and apps and websites that collect all your data, so I did a little searching. I started using Perplexity, which is like a large language model AI app, and unlike ChatGPT, it's more like if you want a hard answer to something and you want citations, you're not just looking for a computer to chat with. I think it's pretty superior. I just asked it what the output is for all the plugs on this Jackery. It says the USB-C is 60 watts max, and I'm surprised the cigarette lighter is 120 watts. Alright, so it's settled in. It says 47 watts. Seems like it's generally around 40 watts. It says currently 20 watts. 47. I guess most people wouldn't have any way to check that, would they? Alright, now let's try the cigarette lighter. Well, that is a huge bummer. It's got like a 20-foot cord. That's not going to work at all. Well, I guess most people use these in their car, right? Well, let's still test it anyway. Then again, it would be pretty nice to mount this on the roof. I'd have to trim that one tree, but probably be a good way to do it. Power draw took off a little bit faster. Whoa, something's wrong. It's going 30, 10, 30, 10, 30, 10. Jumping all over the place. 40, 10, 18, 38. That ain't good. The light's staying on though. And the app is showing 21 watts average. I mean, I guess that's average. Let's see if we can watch a YouTube video. Yeah, starts right up and plays. Try skipping through it. Wicked fast. Yeah, you can't even skip past the buffer. Alright, that's about 5 minutes. It's still doing it, just jumping all over the place. Let's see what happens on the USB-C. We'll give it a minute to turn off. Oh, the light on the cord is red, and it's not drawing any power. I guess it knows that it doesn't put out enough juice. Yeah, it won't even turn it on. Huh, interesting. I was actually looking at the light on the end of this and not on the cord when I plugged this in, so let's see what happens. That one goes white. Yeah, this one doesn't even turn on the cord. Bouncing all over the place again. That's interesting. I've never seen it hit 60 watts, which would be the max for that plug, but I guess in theory it could. That's why they say you can't use that. Okay, since we care about being sciencey, let's just make sure it's not just that Jackery. So that USB-C doesn't put out enough power either, because these are both 4 years old. And let's see if this one jumps all over the place. Yep, it's the same. So I could mount this on the roof and then the cord would be long enough, but I think I'm going to get in touch with Starlink first and see why it's doing that, if it's supposed to do that. I guess we're going to run the cord, the 110 through the wall. How's it going in here, buddy? Not so many flies. Ooh, it's nice and cool. Ha! Temperature came down 2 degrees in here. Been doing some good quality napping, I bet. I was thinking we should run the cord down here and go out through the doghouse. But then our winter door wouldn't seal right. You mind if I turn this off? Just because we're trying to make a movie here. I guess it'd be pretty easy to run the cord through one of these cracks. We could even route it out if we had to. And even though that piece of trim is a bear to get off, we could go that down to there and then, yep, through the wall there. Slight downward angle, they say. I don't have enough traction on my ass. Gotta get back to tattooing sometime. Been wanting to do it, but I feel like I never have free time, which, I mean, it's all kind of free time, isn't it? You ever have one of those really exciting things you're looking forward to, like a vacation or something, and time is going so slow that you're just sure the time could never get there? That happens to me pretty often, and it's happening to me right now. There's no way I'm ever going to get to turn this heater back on. It's all I want out of life. I want to be freezing and never take off a hoodie, but I just don't see how it's possible. Oh, you know what? That did happen. Remember I said something just like that when I was taking down a tent? Was it a winter tent or a spring tent or something? I was like, it'll never happen that I get to set this back up. And I stuffed a $20 bill in there. I did eventually get it, so I guess time does go by. But I don't think I'll ever get to use the heater again. Can somebody hold this light for me? I'll just put it on top of the heater there since I'm never going to use that again anyway. Can you see? Oh, my head's in the way? Well, you know what I'm doing. You know you're not a very professional YouTuber when you yell at your audience and tell them they don't need to see what you're doing. God, that's professional, isn't it? Jeez. Maybe you can't just do that temporarily. I think you gotta glop it up because there's nothing keeping bugs from walking through there. Gotta freaking fill this thing up. Well, we got a whole box full of these things, so might as well put them on here so Kuiper doesn't rip it out of the wall. I sidetracked my entire day, like 2 days now. I bet I spent 4 hours digging up rocks out here. I think we accomplished almost everything, I swear. Can you stop? I swear, I'm gonna wrap the bubble foil tomorrow morning before the flies come out. All right, third and last try. I got all my tools. These bastards are just waking up. Maybe we do need a little dicing and slicing. I don't know if this is sharp enough. Yeah. kind of like wrapping a present. I guess it is if you're giving somebody a warm potato. And come on, who doesn't like a warm potato for Hanukkah? Hanukkah? Is that in your way? You know, it's funny, this morning I was making the thumbnail for the first video when I just started digging this thing, and I had to look up if this even had a name. I figured it out, put it in Google, and there are a million pictures of exactly this, and they all stick out of a hillside. I mean, I figured somebody had tried this before, but I didn't know that this was a thing. Like, if you live on a hill and you need cooler air, plop it out the hill. Also, half of the pictures showed it being a thing to warm your building in the winter. So I guess if the ground is always like 55, 60 degrees where this tube is, we suck the air the same way. When it's 10 degrees out, we could get 60-degree air going in there. I don't know, will that work? Remember when I first got that digger, my very first plan was to dig a trench to run all this water out from the roof. Going down that way, now we don't have to. Looks like it's all gonna just run downhill. I kind of can't believe that this is done. That was a giant undertaking and really enjoyable. I think, other than the heat and bugs, I think I enjoyed this more than anything I've done in a couple years. I like the challenge. I like making stuff up as I go, even if I find out at the end of it that it's something everybody does. I guess maybe not everybody, but it's something that's been done many, many times. Plus, it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to run the digger for a while. Looking forward to that sand, dirt, gravel pit idea. Might end up building ourselves a lake out here. Okay, you can come with. I just went down to put the bubble foil back. Found another colony. I've waged all-out war on these thistles. Maybe I mentioned that before. No amount of digging and chopping, and there's nothing you could do to get rid of them. They just spread like crazy underground. Like, I did this at least a month ago, but all these dark spots were solid thistles. Like solid, all thistles, all thistles. Oh, see there, I see one of them underneath that rock, but maybe we got enough out of here. All these solid spots too. Oh, I see another one over there. I'm really good at spotting poison ivy because I used to get it so bad, and now I feel like it's switched in my brain to thistles. If you're out in the woods and you see one, you look around in a circle, like a 20, 30 foot wide circle, and it'll all be thistles. I'll show you. We gotta nuke them. Paper, let's go kill them. Do you see him? Oh, I see one right there. Right there. This clump isn't so bad. Okay, I know you're not professionals like me. You can't see all these, but I'll show you a patch in a minute. There, can you see that one? And that one. And that one. And that one. And that one. Excuse me. Remember reading that they tend to shoot up in disturbed soil, and that's exactly what happens. Like, nothing out there at all, but when I got the digger, I was like plowing this down, and that's where they all are. And I plowed a whole bunch, yep, starting here. Yeah, and look at, now they're spreading off of the trail. Not a huge fan of using weed killer out here, but these are invasive, and as I said before, Kuiper can't even walk through them, so we getting rid of them. Oh, bummer, there's a ton of them back there. You don't get them all, they just keep spreading. Yeah, get them. Do you see them? Do you see them? You're going down, Thistles. Oh, we hate you. We hate you so much. Look at all of them. That's one big clod. Don't try to dig those up. It's actually, I don't know why, really fun to do this. Probably because I spent so much time with the shovel and a hoe trying to get rid of these things. Get him. Get him. I think we got him. Uh-oh. More down here. Oh yeah. Oh, they are spreading. Just some little guys. Can you see them yet? Can you spot them? Bladow. 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 I think we got them all. Oh, look at King Mac Daddy. Man, now I kind of want to walk every single trail. Sidetracked again. How does it happen? Breathing kind of loud, buddy. Keep it down. We got, oh, mosquitoes are getting me. I think my bug smoker ran out. Freshly churned up. This is one of them. Already went to seed. That's what we didn't want to happen. See the purple flower on there? Probably already got scattered all over this trail. Oh, it makes me kind of sad to see this. But it makes me sad that I don't have more energy and more time every single day. Like that guy. I haven't done any shooting in like months. What can you do? You know, the only reason, if you try to live your life like every minute of every day, you just do whatever's like, ooh, that sounds exciting, I'll do that. You kind of probably won't ever get anything done. But I think you guys are the only reason that any project gets finished out here. You know, because I don't care who you are, especially if you got Starlink. You wake up and you're kind of like, oh, maybe I'll watch some YouTube, and you can totally get sucked in. But if you've got some folks that you have to report to every week, then you're like, okay, I better stop watching these, you know, cheese making videos and get out there and work on the whatever it is. Of course, the second you turn that crap off, you're like, oh, this is so much fun. You know, cheese of any form just sucks you right in. Oh, we got more. You're standing between my targets. Okay, that's all we have time for. We got a lot. Oh, maybe that's not the best place to leave that. I need so badly to get sidetracked. I forgot I was gonna haul some more dirt up here and finish covering this. Like to there, the huge wide mound. Yeah, there's not much on there at all. Okay, we don't have time to do that today. Let's see if we can hopefully get this pipe out of here. Easily. Well, that's good. Oh, there's a fitting on the end of that. I know what we do. We just take one of these side panels off of here. I gotta go get a new pad for this. There are way too many bugs down here. They making you crazy, buddy boy? Get him, he's on your nose. There you go, good boy. I went all in. Even put a name brand new pad in there. That's how many bugs there are. Even though these things don't really work for flies, it makes me feel better. I just had to go up and get the drill. Stopped in the cabin for a sec. It's getting a little stuffy in there, so I just turned the fan on. You can hear it humming. I hope nothing else is screwed into this one. Nope. Nice. I like to put the GoPro. Uh-oh, now they're. Oh no, now there are flies in there. They're gonna go right into the cat. Oh, he got sucked right up through the pipe. Hopefully they get chewed up when they go through that fan. Hopefully they don't like lay eggs inside the tunnel. I guess I could take a minute and shotgun as many as possible. As crazy as it seems, it does seem to drop the numbers for a couple minutes before they repopulate around you. Missed him. Got him. I wonder if I have the cap in there. Yep. Oh, great. Here you go, buddy. You can borrow that for a minute. Ooh. You could hear the suction. I don't think it'll burn my little fan out. I think there's enough breathing room. All right. Crap. No helmet, no glasses. Well, at least I got my safety headphones and a guard on this. That's good enough. Safety is number 7. You know, the other thing I was going to do today is a name carving. I've been thinking about you Patreon folks an awful lot lately. Because, you know, these videos would get 100 times as many views probably. Like this whole build, if I cut it down from 4 videos, 4 like 45-minute videos down to 1 15-minute video, man, we could really get some views and raise some money. But because of you guys on Patreon, I can do these long form videos where I just get sidetracked, and apparently you guys are okay with it. It is the way to go. So I appreciate you guys that support me. I appreciate you every day. Hopefully I say it enough. I don't know what there are, like a few hundred of you or something. Were it not for you, we wouldn't be doing this. I was just gonna say, if you'd rather have many fewer very short videos, you should probably stop donating. If you did that, if you didn't donate, I would still not do it. I would probably not be out here at all. Who wants to make 15-minute videos once a month? That's so dumb. Sorry, buddy. Should I go put you inside? I think he's losing his mind. Lay down for 1 minute, then gobble a couple flies, get up and move. I hate to have him inside when I'm out here, though. Unless it's super hot and humid and the air's full of flies, I guess. Pretty paranoid about critters getting into the cabin, can you tell? Ain't nothing getting in there now, except for probably rust, because all of this is metal. 2 layers of metal screen, 2 layers of metal screen, and water constantly dripping through it. It's like a jail for a fly. Man, it's nice to hear that whoosh. Hey, thanks for hanging out on my ketchup days. Ooh, ketchup. French fries. The weather's supposed to be disgusting for the next 3 days, so probably won't be doing much. Maybe editing some videos. But in that time, gonna give it a good think on what project to do next. What I wanted to do, I don't know if I put it on video or not, several weeks ago when Matt was here with, was it by himself? Yeah, it was when he was here by himself, and we had the hammock set up and we were both using our laptops and working from the hammock. Got the idea to make a hammock office out here, which sounds like it'd be really fun. But that was back before I had any kind of air conditioning, and now we have 2 kinds. So I don't have to be outside in order to work on the computer when it's hot. Plus, now I have Starlink. You know, Starlink. I put Kuiper inside and I turned the Starlink on. I was talking about seeing if it reached to the gazebo back there. And you remember I started walking down there and then said, yeah, there's no way that's gonna work. But I actually never tried to see how far it would reach. So before we sign off, let's see what happens. So you can see how far away the cabin is. Let's put this on airplane mode right here, so that's like just over 100 feet. We've got full signal. Let's just go straight towards the gazebo and see what happens. Still up. Oh, yep, we're at 2 bars and we're 2/3 of the way there. Wow, we still have 2 out of 3 bars. Or if it's Wi-Fi, do you not call it bars? I have 2 out of 3 arcs. And we're here. And I still have 2 out of 3. No way. Oh, this is what we had all that metal screen for, was when I was getting ready to get Kuiper. And I wonder if you go inside here, I wonder if it's going to be like a Faraday cage, or maybe it wouldn't matter if you were up above that pet stuff. Wow. You can barely see the cabin up there. Maybe you guys can see the 4-wheeler. Let's try a YouTube video.
Some framing, so I go
No
find some different
way.
logs or cut down some trees and mill those up.
That's crazy, because the mini panel is supposed to be good for, yeah, it doesn't really make sense. Like a house up to 1,200 feet or 1,800 feet or something. But again, like I said before, that panel's got to be outside and it has the wireless router in it. So it's got to come from up to 50 feet away from your house and then get inside up to 1,500 square feet everywhere. Let's try loading a different video.
Welcome back to the work.
I can't believe it works here.
Right,
Still 2 out of 3 bars.
I'm not crying. Those are...
Well, then obviously there's one more test we need to do. Here they are. Love those things. They're so cool looking and slimy. If for any reason you wanted to, could you work from the sky deck? Nope, doesn't work from here. All right, well, the gazebo is the limit. I don't know how far that is in a straight line, but it's much, much further than I thought it was gonna be. Cray cray. All right, I'm halfway between. Let's see if it works here. We need to know this stuff. That's got to be a couple football fields anyway. This means like anywhere at camp I could put up my outdoor hammock office and the dadgum internets will reach. I don't know, that might have been 3 football fields. Oh, you know what else it means? This fall when it starts cooling down, we can camp out, spend a couple nights in the gazebo and put the movie theater down there. And we could probably still stream something. All right, there's no reason to do it, but let's just check and make sure everything works up there. Oh yeah, it's not gonna be any problem at all. Yeah, there's no reason to even test that it's so close. The thing's right on the other side of the cabin.
Last night I just got a...
No problem. The worm has internets officially. We do wish we could run it from USB-C, but we'll get there. So this is the kitchen, and that's where I was gonna put the hammock office right there. So it's either that or the kitchen or something else. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It'll be fun. It'll be enjoyable. It'll be nonsensical. If you want to see whatever it is, and I sure do. We'll see you next Saturday morning. Thanks for watching, and special double, triple thanks to the folks on Patreon. You literally are making this video right now. Literally? Well, I don't know. Whatever. See you next week.